What's up? I want to share this story about real quick. Pearls of wisdom from a 75-year-old man. This is a story about a guy. I used to be his roommate. Okay, Filipino guy. When I lived in Los Angeles, he was actually on dialysis, and I was working, I was hustling, trying to make money, and I would always come in and out. I would really never have time to hang out and talk with them because old people, they get lonely and they want some time, and I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry, I'm busy. And um so what I noticed, he was going to the hospital a lot, and I'm like, man, what's wrong? Long story short, he's like, I'm on dialysis. And then he said, look, I want you to know something, okay? He says, when I was young, I wanted to make money. He said, but when you get older, money doesn't matter. He's like, what good is it when you have all this money, but you don't have health? He was like on his last days because, 75 years old, he found out he's got dialysis. And he said that, when you get older, money is not wealth, health is wealth. Here I am in Puerto Rico, and I'm picking up some people that are retired, like 65-year-old, and one lady, she was with her, she was with her husband. I was like, hey, how are you enjoying Puerto Rico? And then she was like, it's good. We never really took a lot of vacations, but now that we're retired, we're trying to take more vacations. And she says, but my husband, he could barely catch his breath. We were trying to go up the mountain, go up the hills, and it was hard for us to enjoy. And so the thing is that one of the things that I'm learning right now is that, okay, take care of your health. That's why I'm actually going to start another 21-day liquid fast. Today's my official, you know you know I know earlier I talked about doing it. I kind of screwed it up because whatever, life. But today I'm going to start another 21-day liquid fast. And after 45, I'm realizing, like, no one's gonna help save you. You gotta take care of your health. A lot of Filipinos, when they get older, they become diabetic. Both of my parents are diabetic. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that Filipino statistic. So this is something that I'm doing to, you know, so you gotta pay. You gotta pay your dues now. So anyway, that's my little thoughts, my pearls of wisdom, and talk to you later.